Okay, so if we come to sit down, if you do have a cushion, then you can use the cushion to just prop the hips up or just for a little bit of comfort. We are just going to settle in here just for a few breaths, and then we are going to go through a little breathing practice before we move on. So just allow yourself to arrive in the space that you have created and just get a little bit comfortable, whether you're cross-legged. If you want, because you're at home, you can always do this leaning up against the wall or a chair, just allowing yourself just to have a bit more length through the spine. So if sitting cross-legged isn't comfortable, feel free to sit on a chair or something as well if you want to, so use that support. So from here, just close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Feel the connection with your sit bones, with your feet, all the places that are connecting to the ground. And just allow yourself to just settle in here. Your hands, as always, can just be gently placed wherever is comfortable for you. And relax those shoulders. So just checking in here. Observing your breath and noticing that gentle space, that pause that we have naturally in between the inhale and the exhale. It's very subtle, but it is there. And noticing the space that we have when we breathe in, the space that we create through our body into our lungs, into our spine. As our spine gets a little bit taller, those spaces in between the vertebrae. And as we exhale, keeping that length in the spine, allowing the shoulders to relax. And your hips, your legs, your seat to be heavy. Just taking a couple more breaths here. Giving yourself thanks for carving out this time for you this evening. Just to connect back to you, back to your body, back to your breath. Take one more breath here. And then exhale fully. Slowly open your eyes, coming back into the space. But remaining here in this seated position, we're going to go into a breathing practice called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. The way that we do it is that we close off the nostrils as we breathe. And we tend to use, you can use left or right hand, okay? Because I'm right-handed, I will use my right hand. It's the thumb that closes off the right nostril. And it's the ring finger that closes off the left nostril. If this is too much to think about, you can just alternate between index finger and thumb. So it's entirely up to you. If you're going to use the ring finger and the thumb, you can use the index finger and middle finger to gently press on that third eye chakra, the space in between the brows, and then you can use your ring finger and your thumb on both nostrils here. Okay, so wherever you are, wherever you feel more comfortable with your hands, relax through the shoulders. I'm going to guide you through this, and then we'll do a couple rounds without me talking through it. And if you get lost somewhere, just breathe in and out through alternate nostrils, okay? So from here, we're going to bring our awareness to our breath, to our natural breath, and take a full breath in through both nostrils. And exhale fully. Using your thumb to close off your right nostril. Inhale through your left. Pause, close off that nostril and exhale through your right. Inhale through your right nostril. Pause, close off the right. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left nostril. Pause. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Pause. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Pause. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Exhale through your left. And continue. Inhale through your left. Switch. Exhale through your right. Keep this going. Two more rounds. Inhale through your left. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Exhale through your left. Release your hands. And just go back to your natural breathing. Keeping that breath going, notice how you feel here. So the alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shavana, really helps to balance both sides of the body, the left and right side of the brain. So just allow yourself to notice how you feel. Hopefully you feel this sense of calm. Take a full breath in through your nose. Exhale fully through your mouth. If you haven't already, gently opening your eyes. Take a few rolls with the shoulders here. Just get some movement in through the shoulders. And then bring in your hands down into your lap. You're going to inhale, take your hands out left to right. Allow your hands to start to come all the way up above the head. Just be gentle with the shoulders here. Exhale, allow the hands to come back down by your side. And again, inhale, take that breath, take the space. Exhale, hands come down. One more here. Inhale, reaching the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands come down. Keeping the left hand where it is, just gently drop the right ear to the right shoulder and bring your right palm onto the side of the head. We're not pulling the head here, it's just that weight of the hand. You can come onto the fingertips of that left hand on the floor and just really reach through. You might start to feel that stretch all the way down through the side of the left, or the left side of the neck, sorry. Take a breath here. Relax through those shoulders. And then release the right hand down. Left ear to left shoulder. Feel that stretch first, and then bringing the left hand just to rest on the head. Again, you can come onto the fingertips of the right hand here, just to create a little bit more of a stretch down that arm, down the forearm, all the way up into the neck. Exhale, coming back. Dropping chin to chest now. Just allow the left ear to roll to the left shoulder. Come back through center. Right ear to right shoulder. Back through center. One more to each side. Again, finding that awareness through the navel. Sitting up nice and tall. And then coming back through center. Dropping the chin to the chest. Inhale, lifting the gaze, gazing up towards the ceiling just slightly so you're not coming too far back. Exhale, head or chin to chest. One more here, lifting the head. Exhale, chin to chest. Coming back to center, roll the shoulders one more time. And then we're going to come over onto all fours. So make your way there slowly. Take your time. There's no rush here this evening at all. Coming over onto all fours straight away. Just find that alignment, that space between the shoulders. Navel draws in slightly. Really soft here. So quite often we'll really push away and start to find that connection through everything. But I want you to have that connection, but have some softness in the body. So maybe just rocking the hips gently side to side. And then coming back through center. Inhale, drop the tummy, gazing forwards. Roll the shoulders back, coming into our cow. Exhale, into our cat. 4 more of these. You all know what you're doing here, so just allow your body to move with the breath. Really find that space in the body. As we come back through, coming back to that neutral spine. Navel draws in just slightly here, just so we can flatten through the back. Walk the knees back and reach the hands forward, melting the heart and the head down towards the earth. Again, as you may have noticed, the word space keeps coming up. Okay, I want you to find that space in the shoulders. Maybe a little mantra this evening, I have space. When we have space, that allows us to have freedom and allows us to grow. Take another breath here. The hips are lifted, knees are on the floor. So it's like downward dog, apart from the knees. And the tops of the feet are resting on the floor. Inhale, carve a line with your nose to look forward. Gently, maybe move your hands back slightly as you just lower your pelvis down to the earth, coming all the way down. 3 cobras here. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lifting up. Maybe find a little bit of a sway as you exhale, coming back down. Releasing back down. From here, just gently push yourself back up, coming all the way back, shifting the hips back as if you're coming into an extended child's pose, and still on the top of the feet here. If you want to curl the toes under, you can. And then inhale, come all the way back up to all fours. Find that connection, again with the knees, with the top of the feet, with the hands. Gently push away from the mat, so you have that awareness through the spine, navel draws in. Take another breath here. Find some movement in your neck. Again, you can find some movement in your hips. And then we're simply just going to find more awareness in this left hand. So we're not dropping the weight over, but it's just that awareness as we gently lift the left leg behind us. Doesn't have to be really straight here. You can have it bent if you want to. Maybe you push the sole of the foot behind you. Maybe you reach that right hand. If it's too much with the hand lifted, bring the hand back down. Reaching, navel draws in. Taking 3 breaths here. Connecting. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping that leg lifted just for now. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Bring your forearms down to the floor. Maybe you can drop your head down, a bit like the puppy posture we were just in. Shift the hips back. Head comes down towards the floor. Maybe you can lift that left leg up behind you. You can circle that left foot if you want to. Just get a little bit of movement here. Not here for long. And then inhale, coming back up, pushing through the hands, bringing the hands back, lowering the left knee, and just shift the hips back, coming into a child's pose. Hands can remain forward, or hands can reach back towards the feet. Have a little bit of space in those shoulders. So imagine you're trying to get your elbows to the floor. Maybe your elbows aren't on the floor. If you're reaching through those hands still, just imagine you're trying to get the elbows towards the ground, creating more space in those shoulders. On your next breath in, coming back up to that all fours position. And from here, we're going to go on to the other side. So pushing away with the hands, finding that foundation, finding a little bit of movement here, until you can come back to that center, pushing away here. Send that right leg behind you first of all, and then decide maybe you want to keep the hands on the floor here. Maybe you reach that left hand out. Navel draws in, try and create that flat back. Taking another 2 breaths here. Finding the breath. On that exhale, lower the left hand down, keeping the right foot where it is. Walk the hands forward just a little bit, and then melting the heart. Maybe the forearms come down to the ground. That right leg starts to lift. Coming into, basically this is like our 3-legged downward dog, okay? But it's our 3-legged puppy posture. So you're really lifting the hips. You can walk the hands a little bit further forward if you want to lift those forearms, entirely up to you. A bit of a balance here. One more breath. And then slowly lower that knee down. Walk the hands back. Inhale to our cow pose. Exhale, rolling into our cat. Chin tucks in towards the chest. And again, inhale into cow. Exhale into our cat. Inhale into cow pose here. Exhale, curl the toes under, shifting back. Just lift those hips mindfully, slowly and gently into our downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here, pedal the feet, just get some movement. Finding the breath. And then pause. Pause in downward dog. You can take your hands wider if you want to, as wide as the mat. Maybe your feet come as wide as the mat as well. Maybe you bend your knees, really sinking those hips back, dropping the head. To find a downward dog that perhaps you don't normally take, and then settle in here. Observe the breath, use the breath. Take another breath. Feel the back of the body expand. On that exhale, you're going to lower the knees all the way back down to the floor. From here, just walk your hands out just a little bit. So it's like you're coming into a kneeling plank. From here, lower yourself down. So using your arm strength, allow the elbows to shine back towards the mat. So tucking those elbows in. Lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Come onto the top of the feet. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, rolling back down. Pushing back up onto knees. All the way back into our child's pose. Inhale, coming back up. Into this plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, rolling back down, pushing yourself back, up on an inhale, and then exhale, coming back into our chance. We're going to do 3 more of those. So inhale into plank, kneeling plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back down. Inhale, push back up onto knees. Exhale, shifting those hips all the way back. Feel free to stay here if you want to, or we're going to do 2 more. Move with your breath. Last one. This time sink back into child's pose. Pushing those hips all the way back, curl the toes under. Take a full breath here. Inhale, coming back up, keeping the arms where they are, keeping the toes curled under. From now, inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, just spread that right arm through and rest that right ear down. Right ear, right hand is on the floor, coming in to thread the needle. You can keep that left hand wherever you want to. Maybe you lift it up towards the ceiling. It's entirely up to you. You can make this as restorative as you want here. Taking another breath. Exhaling, using that left hand to push you back up, reaching the hands out in front again. Inhale, left hand comes up this time. Take that stretch and then threading the left hand underneath, threading the needle all the way through. Resting left ear down to the ground, left shoulder. And you can decide what you want to do with this right hand. Really imagine those hips lifting slightly. So you're on your knees, but you want that awareness through the hips, that stretch all the way down through the spine, into the shoulder, into the right armpit. Take 1 more breath here. Inhale, use that hand to push you back up, walk the hands under. Inhale again into our cow pose. Exhale into cat. From here, pushing all the way back, coming back into our downward dog. Take a breath. Maybe you even pedal the feet here. Maybe the heels become heavier and you can reach them back towards the ground. 2 more breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out. 1 more. Breathe in. Breathing out. Bend the knees. Slowly walk your feet all the way up, either towards your hands, or you can walk your hands back towards your feet, entirely up to you. Coming into a forward fold, just allow your body to hang here. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Full breath. These forward folds are so calming for the mind, for the nervous system. This is when we really start to tap into that parasympathetic nervous system. Releases the stress levels, the cortisol in our body, allowing ourselves to really bring those amazing hormones in that boost our immunity, those endorphins, to give us a bit more happiness and lightness. Allow your arms to be soft, like a rag doll here. Bringing the palms to gently touch. So there's no force here between the hands or the arms. Inhale, tuck the chin in, rolling up hands, rolling up through the spine. As the hands come up towards the hips, inhale, allow the hands to come out left to right. This should feel lovely as you come up here, reaching the hands all the way up above the head. Exhale, hands to heart. Remaining in this mountain pose for a moment. Just notice how you feel. You can keep your hands at your heart, or you can bring them by the side. Close your eyes. Maybe just wiggle your toes, lifting through the toes. Find that connection. Observe the breath. Hands come together gently at your heart, palms to touch. Inhale, lifting the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands come down by your side. Just drop the chin to your chest. Inhale, hands come back out left to right, reaching all the way up. Maybe you look up towards the hands as they come to touch. Exhale, hands come all the way down to the heart center. 2 more of those. Inhale, reach the hands up, gazing up towards the thumbs. Exhale, as the hands come down, the chin drops in towards the chest. Inhale, taking the arms left to right, reaching all the way back up, gazing up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one on your own with your breath. When you arrive here, pause with your hands against your heart. Take that full breath in, that full breath out. Coming to the front of your mat, you're gently just going to step your left foot back. Pivot that left foot. So we are coming into a warrior 2, but don't feel like you have to take a really wide stance here with the feet. Just allow them to be where it's comfortable this evening. Soft bend into that knee, and again, don't feel like everything has to be switched on. I want you to find some real softness here. Roll those shoulders back. Maybe you keep your hands gently on your belly this evening, or you can bring your hands up. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to gently keep my hands here on my tummy, rolling my shoulders back. Gazing forwards over that right knee, taking another breath here. Relaxing the face, making sure we're not gripping through the toes of that front foot. Find some softness. Allow the legs to be heavy. Allow from waist up to have this lightness about it. You're then going to gently pivot this left foot back round. And then bring your hands down to the floor so you can lower your left knee down. Your left foot now is going to swing off to the right side of your mat. So we're just moving the leg over towards the right side so the foot will come off the mat, coming all the way up. So we still have the right foot facing towards the front, and now our left knee is sort of facing towards the long side, the left side of the mat. From here, roll your shoulders back and open. Gently bring your left hand down to the floor. Inhale, reach. Feel that stretch here. Maybe your palm comes down, maybe you decide to stay on the fingertips. Reaching through. Some movement into the head. And then exhale, maybe you come all the way forward here with the right hand to bring you all the way round. Right elbow now rests on right knee, reaching the left hand forward. So we're coming into a kneeling side angle pose. Take up space here. If you want to, you can bring the right hand down to the ground and be here. Or maybe take a bit more softness this evening. Make sure there's space here. Inhale again. Exhale, release. Left hand comes back down to the floor. Inhale, reach this right hand up. Maybe this time just start to lean back slightly, coming into a modified wild thing. So really opening up through the chest. And then exhale, bring your right hand down to the floor, so we're folding forwards over that left side. Walking the hands all the way back to the front. Pivot this knee back round, so we're like in our low runner's lunge here. Left hand plants. Inhale, reach the right hand up. Exhale, bring the right hand behind you. This time, come onto your fingertips of the left hand and just look back slightly. Maybe you lift that right foot. Maybe you can hold on to this right foot and just open up here. Left foot, sorry. Left foot and right arm. Maybe you just decide to be here. So you decide how much you want this evening in these postures. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Send the right knee back, coming back to all fours. Shifting the hips back here into our child's pose. Inhale, coming up into plank, kneeling plank, lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale, roll the shoulders open, cobra. Exhale, back down. Curl those toes under as you shift back onto knees, as if you're coming into child's pose. And from this child's pose position is where we're going to come up into our downward dog. Again, allow the head to move. Find some softness in the neck. Find softness throughout the body, in the knees, in the arms, in the shoulders. Maybe you gently sway left to right. Again, what space can you create in your mind, but also in your body? Bending the knees. A slow walk up to the front of your mat. Coming into our forward fold again. Releasing the head down. Find that breath. Inhale, hands come left to right, slowly rolling up, pushing through the feet. Hands come all the way up, reaching the hands up above the head. Exhale, hands down to your heart center. Take a break here. Just notice. Breathing deep. We're then going to come into warrior two on this side. So from here, stepping that right foot back, And then pivot that right foot, coming into a warrior two. And again, take a soft warrior two here. It's strong anyway in the legs, but just find some real ease. Hands on the belly is a really nice gesture. It's almost like you're giving yourself a hug and that love and that warmth. Exhaling fully. Maybe even close your eyes here. Notice the sensations in your body. Full breath. We are going to take 2 more breaths here, so settle in. From here, gently pivoting that back foot again, lowering that right knee down towards the floor. This is where the right foot starts to go off towards the mat. Left knee is still there, bringing the right hand down to the earth, reaching that left hand up and over. So just coming into a version of gate pose, taking it the other way actually. So just feel that for the moment. Notice the connection with the ground. Find your own expression here. And then exhale, coming up. Use your strength to bring your left elbow towards left knee and reach with that right hand. Find some softness. Again, if you want a bit more space, you can bring the right hand down to the earth. Maybe you come here. So decide what you need this evening. Again, just finding this space. Take a full breath. Exhale, allow that right hand to drop down towards the right side. It's almost like you're sweeping something away with the floor, bringing the right hand down to the mat. Maybe this time you start to straighten through that left leg just a little bit more. Maybe you even reach, coming into our kneeling wild thing. Really allow that left arm to reach. You straighten through that left leg, see if you can find the sole of the foot on the ground. Take a full breath. Exhale, coming back. Allow your body to just gently move back to that left foot. Right hand comes down. Inhale, lift the left arm up, reaching up towards the ceiling. Maybe you come a little bit higher onto your fingertips, left arm reaches back. And if you want to, you can bend into your right knee and hold on to your right foot and just open up through the chest here. Wherever you are, we're going to take 3 breaths. Create that space. On your next exhale, just allow, you've got hold of that foot, gently allow that foot to come down. Bring the left hand back, framing that foot. Send the left knee back to join the right. Inhale again into plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale, roll those shoulders back into cobra. Exhale, rolling back down. Move your hips back just a little bit so you're situated on the mat. Bring your hands to just rest underneath your forehead, palms or hands, on top of each other. Just rocking those hips from side to side. It's a really nice way to release any tension in the lower back, in the hips. And then after you've really started to rock those hips, you can pick up the pace just a little bit. And then I'm laughing so I can just feel I can feel all the cakes I've eaten wobbling from side to side, okay? Slowly come back to stillness. Allow your legs to just be wherever they're comfortable. And take 3 breaths here. As you breathe in, you can feel your tummy expanding, pushing into the mat. And as you breathe out, maybe you start to become more aware of your hips, your pelvis. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathing out. From here, you're gently going to bend into your right knee. So you're bringing your right knee out, so it's sort of level with your hip. Keeping your right hand where it is here. Your left hand is going to come down the left side of your body, nice and long, palm facing down. Release your left ear towards the mat. So you're like, I almost want to say this is a bit like a half frog pose. So your right knee is in line with your hip out to the side, bending into that knee. Left hand is long, down that length of your left side of your body, palm facing down. Just take a breath here. See if you can find some softness in that right leg. So quite often we'll hold there in that bent leg, so just soften. And then flip that left arm so your palm is now facing up. That full restorative pose. Take another breath here. And then slowly coming back, just bring the left hand in, just allow yourself some space to move that right leg out. And I'll just show you on this side. So from here, again, left knee comes out towards the left side of your mat, so it will come off the mat here. And then allow your right hand, first of all, to be palmed down, nice and long by your right side. Right ear comes to the floor, and your left hand is basically mirroring what your right knee is doing. You're bending at the elbow. Right hand is gently placed on the floor. So you should feel that connection of both palms on the floor, first of all. Taking 2 breaths here. And then gently flip that right hand. So just allow your arm to roll out towards the right, just so that you can have your palm facing up now of that right hand. Connect to your breath. Softening that left leg, softening that left arm. Try and soften through the whole of the body. So we take 1 more breath here. And then we're just going to bring everything back in. Bring the hands under your chest, pushing yourself up and back into a brief extended child's pose. Stretching through the shoulders, walking those hips back towards the heels. And then slowly from here, just coming up onto the knees, very briefly, if you're okay here. If not, you can come to seated or high knees. Just bring your right hand to your left, outside of your left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Just open up through the chest, coming into a twist here. Coming back through center. Just switch, roll the shoulder back. Right shoulder rolls back. Maybe you gaze back towards the right shoulder or just out to the side. Just feel that twist across the waist. Exhale fully. Inhale, coming back. From here, we're going to come down onto our backs and make your way down. Take your time. If you have a block, you can use your block. You can even, if you've got a pillow, you can use your pillow. Maybe you can even roll it up slightly just to support your lower back, your sacrum area. And then lifting left knee, bring the left knee into your chest. Keep the right leg where it is, so the right foot's on the ground. Left knee in, and then just send your left foot up towards the ceiling. You can do this without a pillow underneath your sacrum, but it's just a nice way to lift those hips a little bit higher. Starting to create a little bit of an inversion here. Take another breath. So we're simply just holding that left leg up. You can gaze at your foot, or you can simply close your eyes. Take 2 more breaths here. And then exhale, bend that knee, bring that knee in towards the chest, give it a little squeeze, and then send that left foot down. Plant the left foot on the ground and then lift the right knee into the chest, and then send your right sole of your foot up towards the ceiling. That awareness, that connection. Everywhere I read or look at the moment, I keep reading things that say soul to soul. So our soul, that connection, the soul of our foot, that groundedness. See if you can soften through this right leg. Maybe just wiggle that right foot slightly and then release it. Keeping that right leg lifted. Can you allow that hip to just sink in a little bit more? Really find this ease in the body. On your next exhale, bringing the right knee in towards the chest. This time bringing your left knee in to meet it. And then from here, you're going to send both soles, both feet up towards the ceiling. Again, wiggle those toes, have a little bit of softness here. Find the connection with the shoulders on the ground. My legs are not dead straight here. Really just allowing some ease through the muscles, allowing the hips to drop down. Taking 1 more breath, maybe close your eyes. On your next exhale, lower the soles of the feet to the earth. You can keep this pillow underneath you if you want to, if you have one there. You're just going to come into a couple of bridge poses. Inhale, just start to lift the hips up. I'm going to remove my pillow out the way here. Exhaling, allowing the hips to come back down towards the earth. 2 more. Connect. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, coming back down. Last one with your breath. When your hips arrive back down on the earth, again, just lifting one foot off the ground, bringing that knee in and then the other. Just hug the knees in towards your chest. This time, really bring your shoulders almost like that up towards the ears, lifting the head up towards the knees, and then allow the shoulders to drop down. Feel that space straight away that you create there. You can wiggle the toes. Exhale, lower the head down. Hold on to the right knee, left leg goes long. Left hand on the outside of the right knee, just bringing that right knee across the body. We've done this plenty of times, coming into our supine twist, our spinal stretch. Allow your head to gently go towards the right side, right arm on the floor. Maybe allowing that rotation in the shoulders, palms down or palm up, you decide. Take another breath. Inhale, coming back up. Bring the left knee in to join the right. Give both knees a squeeze again. And then send the right leg long. Hold on to the left knee with the right hand and gently just repeat, bringing the left knee across. Connection with that left shoulder, so we don't want to roll all the way over. We want to keep this left shoulder down, open up. It's almost like you want to imagine that your left knee is coming over towards the right, and then you're spreading your chest, your heart, your ribs open towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Left hand comes down. Relax through that left knee, that left foot. Again, find some space. One more breath here. Rolling back through center. Hug both knees in just briefly before we come down for Shavasana. So you decide here whether you would like for your relaxation to have your feet on the floor and knees bent. If you do, allow yourself or allow your feet to be hip width apart, knees fall in, just so you can soften through the lower back. You're not holding into the legs. Maybe again your hands rest on your tummy, elbows out nice and wide. If you're taking that full pose, take up space. Again, your hands can be on your tummy, or maybe they're out, left to right. Palms facing up, taking up space here. Observe the breath. Observe the body. Stay here. Just for a few more breaths. Allowing your body to relax with each exhale. Really inviting that inhale in. What space can you create in your life so that you can grow and flourish and have that freedom? Stay here for a few more breaths. Allow your body to just surrender. Just going to read you a quote by Viktor Frankl. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. As you lie here, just come back to your deepest self. Connect to your interior as you breathe. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. Take a full breath in here. And a full breath out. Remaining in Shavasana for 2 more breaths. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. Gently get some movement back into the body by moving the head from side to side, maybe wiggling the fingertips and the toes. Gently, when you're ready, rolling over onto one side. When you pause, take a breath. Looking for the space between what happens in the world and how we respond to it. Looking for that internal space and that external space. Slowly making your way back up into a comfortable seat. Take your time, relaxing through the shoulders. Bring your hands to gently rest on your knees, palms facing up. And just close your eyes here. Having that length through the spine. We're just going to sit in Sukhasana, in the easy pose, just for a minute. Just observing, connecting back to the breath. You can always bring your index finger and thumb to gently touch that groundedness. That space that you've created. When we roll out our mat, we create that space, that visual space for us to practice yoga. But the yoga is all around us. The interior, the exterior. It's everywhere we are. Everything we do, everything we say, everything we touch. Just feeling that space within that you've created this evening. Take one more breath in through your nose. Exhale, release through your mouth. Bring your hands gently at your heart. To always have kind and loving intentions. Hands to your mouth for kind and loving words. And to your forehead, the third eye, for kind and loving thoughts to yourself, to those around you, and the rest of the world. Namaste. Feel free to switch off your video and leave the Zoom if you would like to, or you can always stick around for a chat afterwards. It's entirely up to you.